Is what it is, eh? I just traveled the world from 2016 onward. I wrote it down. Facebook with regards to how much money measure against those KPIs. Trust me, your life will change.
Let's get started. I'm excited for today, and I'm excited to drop some real good knowledge into your consciousness today, because how exciting is it that you've made it all the way to here? Okay, because if you've made it all the way to here, what this means is it means that you're fully empowered to win inside of this world. Okay, now as of recording this, this is December the 23rd, 2020. And who remembers 2020 to be a really incredible year of shocks? Like, we didn't expect to go through a global pandemic at the start of 2020. Okay, so what has happened is 2020 has been a really tough year for a lot of people, but people that have the skill of digital marketing, it's just been like business as usual. This has actually been my best year yet. Like, best year in lifestyle and income and happiness and purpose and all of that stuff. Okay, so when you learn the skill of digital marketing, you are empowered to win inside this world no matter what. And I'm going to prove this statement to you and back it up, because it's just true, and you need to understand this level of thinking I'm about to install into your consciousness. So be prepared to be upgraded today into a new level of thinking. Okay, because if you can upgrade your level of thinking to what I'm about to present to you right now as an introduction before we go into the organic content, honestly, you're going to feel such a level of certainty that nothing can stop you. And when everyone else is struggling, you're going to be getting stronger. Who would like that? Give me who am I speaking to here? Give me a 2 in the chat box if you want that. Okay, and that doesn't mean that you want other people to struggle. That's just their choice. They're not choosing the same thing as you. I want everyone to win. This is why I'm doing this. Okay, so that doesn't mean you want everyone to struggle. That means that you observe the world out there and you go, fucking hell, there's a lot of people struggling, but I'm getting stronger. And then when you're getting stronger, you can then be a light for those people as well, which is absolutely awesome. Okay, so like I said, guys, 2020, the year 2020 was a massive shock to people, hey, who didn't have the skill of digital marketing. So give me, I just want to gauge it here. We've got a lot of people here live, which is good. Like, give me a 3 in the chat box if you were really affected by COVID. Like, and I'm not meaning as in you got COVID or anything like that. I'm meaning like financially, economically. So we've got a fair few people here. Hey, so yeah, from seeing the freeze come in. So there's a lot of people that got affected by COVID, and then some that didn't. And the only way I got affected was I couldn't do my 90-day trip away into Bali. Apart from that, everything was pretty much the same and actually got better. So like I said, 2020 has affected a lot of people inside of this global pandemic, okay? And it's when I observe reality, when I look at it, it's people that don't have high income skills, okay? That don't know how to create one thing that I'm about to share with you in a minute. And when you learn this one thing, it really helps you become anti-fragile. When other people are not winning, you win and you get stronger. It's like going to the gym. Who's ever pushed themselves in a fitness way where they've never thought they could push themselves that far, and then you come back 1 or 2 weeks later and you're just adapted to that stimulus that you just had? Like an example, I go to the gym 4 or 5 times a week, and I really surprised myself with how much weight I can lift. And when like yesterday, I did squats and I pushed myself to the absolute limit, and I was absolutely, smoked to the point where I actually started feeling sick, but I pushed through it. And then I just adapted. I don't know, it was like, it took me an hour after the session to recover, but then I was just adapting. And I can guarantee when I go back next week and do squats, that's going to feel normal that way I did yesterday. Okay. And it's just like when you put yourself under pressure, you get stronger. And that is the key. Okay. If you have a skill and something happens in the world, honestly, man, you are good. This skill of digital marketing is absolutely good. Now, most people have experienced some sort of whiplash. Who experienced some whiplash? Like you just like we're in a car and 2020 was another car that just smacked into you and you're just like, whoa, and you've got some whiplash, right? Who experienced the shock of 2020? And my question to you right now is, do you want a thriving online business in 2021, driven by the skill of digital marketing? Give me a 1 in the chat box if that's you right now. Who wants a thriving online business in 2021? Are you in the right place? Now, look, there are timeless. Now, I want you to write this one down. This is key. There are timeless and universal principles built into the economy that you must become aware of and build skill sets around. I'll say that again. There's timeless and universal principles built into the economy that when you observe it, you can see. You must become aware of these first, and then you must build skill sets around them that are actually in this day and age. Okay. However, the skill sets that I observe that are really beneficial, which is things like communication skills and digital marketing, when you look back across time, those skills are still the same. They're just expressing themselves in a different way right now. So they're really foundational principles that apply inside this world. Now, look, I truly believe that inside of this, inside of the economy, digital marketing is the number one skill. Here's why. Because it's the first part of the fair exchange cycle. Write that one down. Digital marketing is the first part of the fair exchange cycle. Who understands what fair exchange is, my friend? Give me a 2 in the chat box if you understand what fair exchange is. If not, I'm going to be explaining it a little bit more in a minute. Okay. And actually, guys, because of this skill, because of digital marketing, we actually started a brand new business in April 2020 and took it to 7 figures and under in about 7 months. This is inside of a global pandemic. So don't tell me that you can't get results like that. Who thinks that's pretty cool? Who thinks that's pretty cool? Okay. Now, look, if you've not noticed, guys, the world is moving online. And if you're not building this skill, like if you're not actually implementing what we're teaching you, because yes, you are here and yes, you have decided to learn the skill. But one thing that lets a lot of people down is their lack of follow through. There is a gap. I want to tell you about the gap between what you know and what you do. Because it's easy to say, yeah, I know I want to learn digital marketing. But is it common practice to actually follow through relentlessly and do what it takes to get the result? It's not common practice for most people. And that's just reality.